guys, good morning. It's Sonia. How are ya? We figured this out. You guys know that I love hanging out with you guys live morning. If there's anything in my power, we're going live and we're hanging out together every single morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we are scheduled to meet up, chat a little bit about business over a cup of coffee. And even though I might be in the front seat of my car, let me just say technology is amazing. And they make travel mugs. So there's coffee on the road, and I was able to connect in here to some Wi-Fi so we could continue on. So for those of you who are also looking at YouTube channels, let me turn my alerts off here real quick. And I've been keeping you guys up to speed on how that works. Hey, Chris. Hey, Brenda. Jerry's on here. So what happens is, as you in the YouTube world, as they've gotten stricter with like all the bells and whistles and the stuff that you can do on YouTube, you have to achieve certain requirements in order to unlock certain features. There's Matt. Look. Speaking of unlocking the door, nothing like hanging out at a gas station having a good chat about business over coffee, is there? That's real life, right? You're on the road with us. How does it feel? You want to say good morning?
No,
I'm not pretending I have a husband. Say hello.
Hi, how are you?
Matt's still waking up, right?
Yeah.
We are on our way down to our store in Ligonier this morning. So my store in Ligonier is open on Fridays and Saturdays. And so, of course, you guys know that we moved north and it takes us roughly about 2.5 to 3 hours, depending on traffic, to get down to the store on Fridays when we go down. And then I have a friend who also helps me out on Saturdays. So today is a day that we are on site at the shop. So we had to leave early this morning. I love me some coffee too. So anyhow, so you have to wait. So remember that I told you we had to get 1,000 subscribers in order for us to be able to get the community tab. And we just got it in the last couple of days. And we're like well over 1,100 subscribers. So there's a bit of a delay. So you hit the benchmark requirements for YouTube and then you just wait. You just wait and you log in and you hope you got the feature, right? So I thought I had the feature enabled because it said on my end enabled. But every time I tried to go live this morning with you guys from my mobile phone, it's been a change, I think, in the last year with YouTube now, right? As they just increase some requirements before they let you do some stuff on their platform. So maybe one day we'll wake up and we'll have the ability to go live on the phone. But I have my laptop with me because I'm at the store today doing some work. And you know what I ended up doing?
What'd you end up doing?
Hotspot. I did, right? If I had thought about this while I was driving, because I pulled into the gas station here, Matt's having breakfast over there. Are you having a hot dog for breakfast? Oh my gosh. If I'm going to eat breakfast, okay, morning poll. If I'm going to eat breakfast, I'm going to probably need like something that involves, well, at least I feel in my mind to be breakfasty foods. Alyssa says, nice. I was thinking I was doing something wrong. No. And that's why I really quickly put up a video to let you guys know that I'm here, but I had to wait till I got to a place to be able to connect in because it just wouldn't let me do it from my phone. But I pulled my laptop out of my bag. We're here at a gas station. We stopped for a moment and I got my hotspot going. So just to remind you guys out there, you know, live and learn through me. If you have a smartphone, thank you for this day and age that we live in.
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
That's right. Is that a Marine Corps thing?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Yeah, adapt,
makes sense, right?
Overcome. I always get those ones mixed up. I was the weird kid in the Marine Corps, right?
Not you weird.
Mm-mm.
Man, I put yesterday, did you guys see the post I put over on my Facebook page yesterday? And it took off really, really well because everybody agrees with it, right? The whole purpose in life is just find people who are just as weird as you and yet still accept you for who you are, right? Stacy says eggs. Oh, she likes apple. Very nice. Bacon. Oh, yeah, I do. I love me some bacon too. I do like that. Yeah. And yeah. And coffee and lots of coffee, right? So I want to talk to you guys this morning about the power word. Now, let me ask you guys this question this morning to see if you got your thinking cap on. Do you guys know what the sweetest sound? Dale Carnegie. This is a what do you call it? This might help you figure it out. But what is the most sweetest sound in the world to a person? Do you know what it is? You don't know?
No.
I get to teach my husband something. Have anybody ever heard of Dale Carnegie before? When I was in the corporate world, I've always been a serial learner. I love to learn.
That sounds serious.
Yes, serial learner. I'm telling you, it's I love to learn self-improvement. Absolutely. Right. So
Okay.
I went and was able, my company sponsored me. I submitted to put myself through learning when I finished work for the day, to drive an hour away to take this course. It cost a lot of money. I would never been able to do it myself out of pocket myself. And it was called the Dale Carnegie Training for Success. Think about like Zig Ziglar, that sort of thing. And it was thousands of dollars. And I learned in there, do you know what it is? The sweetest sound to a person is their own name. In any language, when you hear your own name, right? That's the sweetest sound to a person. And it's true. We love to hear our
I don't
name.
know about that, because my mom usually, when she said my name, I was dreading it.
Really? But you perked up and you listened because it said your name, right?
I ran. I knew better.
I don't know what you were
ran.
like as a kid. I tell you, I don't know. So I was going to say that, that is the sweetest sounding thing, is the name to a person, right? But the power word, so think about that, because when you're going live and when I'm talking to you right now, right, there are people here that I'm talking to and they're not commenting. I don't even know who they are. You're going live, you're on your social media platform, but it's impossible for you to say every person's name, right? So what do you think is the power word as a substitute in lieu of being able to yell out everybody's name all the time to let them know that you're here for them and that you're on that level with them and making that connection? It is the word, 3 letters, you. And I'll give you an example. Yes. Hey, you. Hey, listen. When somebody says to you, I love you, doesn't that make you feel special? When you better not say anything. All right. So when you're sitting at a table at a restaurant and somebody comes over and says, how can I help you? Right. All of a sudden you feel accommodated because now you perk up because somebody is focused on you. Right. Remember yesterday how I said that we tune into the channel? Say it with me. WIIFM. Give me your radio voice.
WIIFM.
WII.
WIIFM. Pure rock. All the time. Right.
Okay, that was really improvising. WIIFM. What's in it for me? Okay. That's the channel we all subscribe to. All right. What's in it for me? Why am I even listening to Sonia this morning talk? Because what's in it for me? What's going to help me grow my business, right? So in this case, you are tuning in so I can help you propel yourself in business so that you can go further faster, right? And get all the knowledge in one place. Did I pique your attention? Yeah, you're ready, right? You can kind of see your part right there. See?
There's so many things I want to say right now.
Do you really?
Yes.
So when you are going live, this is an example, okay? Imagine if this is you and I get on my live, I'm you right now, and I go, and you're watching me on the outside, and I go, hi guys, I have got a fantastic project that I love to do. I'm so good at this, and I'm excited to do it for you today. I did it last week. I thought I could do it again, and I'm going to go ahead and get started now. I'd like you guys to comment, and I'd like you guys to tune in, and I'd like you guys to give me hearts when you watch what I am going to do. You'd be like, okay, this person is so full of himself. Like, I can't get over the I, right? Remember, business is about helping somebody else. And this is the true fact of the matter, okay? This is the statistic. This is the real. This is like, if you like worry about numbers, isn't that true? That totally turned it around. Absolutely, right? Business is all about serving the other person. So we got to get over ourselves, right? We got to get over ourselves, and we got to remember that we're here to show up for somebody else. All right. But I'm going to give you the example of how it changes, but this is the truth of the matter that statistics show. All right. This is the nugget. All right. That you're getting this morning from today's training. This statistics show that if you start off a live video, if you write a book, in the first few sentences, the first few lines that you put it out there, if you put out a post on social media, if you put the word you, the powerhouse of the word you, which makes somebody perk up going, how is this person going to help me? I'm going to continue reading. I'm going to continue listening, and I'm going to continue to stay attracted because this person potentially has something that's going to help me out. All right. So if you want to increase viewership, if you want to increase readership, if you want to increase engagement, you've got to switch it around and you've got to use the powerhouse of the word you. Okay. It makes people perk up and it makes people pay attention. So now completely turning that off. Chris says, I turned that one off in a fast minute. Absolutely, right? Because you'd be like, I'm so over this. Like, yeah, okay. And we do that. We listen to people talk sometimes and they're all about me, 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 me. And if you pay close attention, now that I've shared that with you, you'll have that aha moment. Why do I feel this way? Like sometimes we watch people and they're like, I just get really turned off when I watch them. Like, I just can't, I don't know. I can't just put up with them. I don't even want to listen to them anymore. And if you pay attention to the words, they might be so self-absorbed that all they're talking about is me, the strives, the things that the wins they've had, the things that they've done, the project that they're going to do, what they could do, their potential. When at the end of the day, they haven't realized that, hello, you're there to serve your audience, right? The reason you have a business, the reason you have success, the reason you get where you are in business is because you serve the people. You have a product, a service, a solution that somebody needs. So before you write a book, before you write a paragraph, before you write a post, before you write a live, I want you to think how much nicer a live is going to sound and appealing and attractive. And sometimes we just don't even realize. That's why you're in this group, so you can really focus on stuff that moves your business forward, right? Is what you're going to have to think about saying is, hey, friends, I'm so glad you tuned in today. I have a project that I'm going to share with you, and I think it will really help you. If you're somebody out there that's struggling, I don't know, you want to know what you can do to paint your cabinets, but you have no idea what the supplies you're going to need, and you really want to do it, but you're doing it on a budget because maybe you don't have a lot of money, right? That sounds a whole lot better. So I'm going to show you how you can still say the word I, but I'm going to show you how I've mastered doing something so it can help you out, right? That's why people watch. Say it with me, WIIFM. What's in it for me? Why am I even following your page? Why am I even listening to you, right? Why am I even bothering going to engage with you or share your stuff if it's not being helpful? All right. So switch it around in your mindset. Say it with me. How can I help you, YOU, today? Does that make sense? And if you were to go back and watch some of the stuff that you've posted, all right, and some of the posts you put on, what you've written, have you included the word you? Even when we think about titling our videos and titling things like a video that you filmed, something that you created, but you still think about using that power word of a you because you can put it out there and go, which color would you pick? Have you ever tried this before, right? So take it away from us. Take the focus away from us and realize that think global, think bigger. You are there to help somebody else. Therefore, ask them, how can I help you today? How can I serve you today? What brings you into our store today? And think about all the places that you've gone into, and you've had a great experience. You stayed at a hotel. How was your, right? Did you have a great sleep last night, sir, madam? Think about all the best companies out there that you've gone into that have made great impacts on your life. You keep going back and you go, wow, because remember, it's how you make people feel at the end of the day, right? Do you leave them better than how you found them? All right. Did you give them something to think about today, something to try today, to inspire them, to educate them today? And when you start thinking back to all the times that you remember having a great experience at a place, chances are they made you feel special because they realized the focus was on you and not them and not their business. How can I help you? Absolutely. I always ask, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me or anyone in the live, and I'll look after you. I'll look after you. So if you have any questions, I'm here to help you. That's exactly right. That could also help someone do a live, taking focus off myself and putting it on the audience. What questions, if I have more time today, I could, continue this conversation and I could say, what questions do you have that I could help you with today, right? That's a great thing. Go on a live and say, what questions do you guys have that's on your mind that you always wanted to ask? That's not about me. That's helping somebody else. And when you connect with understanding that and you do that mental switch, things just take off, right? And people see you in a different light, and they realize that it's not about you as in like I, me, right? So while we don't know everybody's names, and while we can't say everybody's names, the very next thing is going to be using the word you. And then when you're out and about, think about how many times you encounter that as well. There's a reason for that, right? Because it does make us feel special. I love you. I love hanging out with you. I love chit-chatting with you guys in the morning, even if it is in a gas station parking lot, right? I'm committed to you and to showing up and to building our businesses together. Hey, so we're going to hit the road here and continue on our way down the highway, down the turnpike to my shop. It is coming up to 9 o'clock right now. That I appreciate that, Libby. That makes me feel special when you say thank you. I appreciate that, right? It does. It hits you in the hearts. In the hearts. You've stolen my heart, but don't worry. I have 3 more back home in the freezer. I'm sorry.
What are you, a trout?
Does a trout have more than 1 heart?
It has like 2 hearts.
Really? I never knew that. No. Are you kidding me?
Yep.
I never knew that. Okay, something I've learned this morning. Thank you guys for hanging out with me this morning. I'm going to head off to the shop so I can go ahead and get the doors open. And I know that if I continued this live as Matt starts to drive, we might lose the connection. So I just wanted to get it out, leave you guys with a good thought this morning so you can be more thoughtful in your business. You know, work smarter, not harder. Be strategic so you can do what you got to do. Teresa says, I love you. Thank you so much. You are so sweet.